Like that vato? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Desorden in this mundo is perplexing. You better don't believe it, but after some time, I want to go swimming ahorita in my favorite jueguito in the rio. You know, over there where the remolino goes like that.
Sego Graviel de la Plaga, and today's Norte saying of the day is, you gotta put on your máscara for you don't sparramar your driplets.
Chile verde, chile rojo, de los dos, si es esto antojo, Nuevo México querido, tiene el chile preferido. Santa Fe, tu capital, con tu plaza sin igual, ahí te invito a disfrutar unos tacos y un tamal. Y ahí nos vamos a gozar a un lugar maravilloso, excepcional. Tal vez ahí después nos pongamos a aullar como coyotes debajo la luna llena.
That is fantastic. Welcome back. Another episode here with the one and only Carlos Medina. Carlos. Did I say Carlos? It's Carlos Medina.
That's what my friends in Oklahoma call me.
In Oklahoma, they...
Carlos Medina. Le añaden la N.
Oh, sí, no.
Medina. Y me dicen Carlos.
¿Qué saben ellos? ¿Qué saben? Well, as you noticed, it's part 2, episode 34, I believe, since we started a year ago. And it's wonderful to meet folks that have excelled in their careers. Carlos here, he's been around the block, I can tell you, at his young age in the 50s. I know he doesn't mind me saying. We said it in the last episode. But, yeah, what a deal you are. Not that you're a deal, but you're a thing. You're lots of things. You're very talented, my friend. Thank you for sharing that talent.
Yes, sir.
Con ese, el dynamic, ¿no?
El dynamic.
Y también el, ¿cómo se llama? Graviel de la Plaga.
Ese está loco.
No, do you think that vato's a Dracula or no? Es un Dracula. Dracula, juego. The Draculas that bite you on the nuca, stupid.
And of course, Tia Lola.
Oh, I love her. Oh,
it's Tia Lola.
Mira,
How did she get your number?
I don't know. You must have leaked it.
¡Grama!
Con el sol pueden secar fruta. Con el sol seco carne, mira.
And that carne de venado.
¡Hello!
Tía.
Sí.
Grama. Okay, well, don't get all wounded.
Pues no me dices qué quieres.
Pues you called me.
¿Dónde está el Donomic? ¿Anda contigo?
Nuh-uh, he's supposed to be there taking care of you.
¿Qué taking care?
Well, make sure your tripas not.
I want to know.
Tia Lola, she runs the Comadre Coalition. Serio, Nelson, her and all the viejitas from La Plaga, they get together every morning a mitotear de todo, no? And then one leaves, and the ones that are left stay mitoteando about her until it's one left, and it's Tia Lola. They're all cutitas, no? Porque se sientan ahí a mitotear de todo. Pero, you know one thing, the Comadre Coalition is... they're amazing porque están más recio que el Facebook, no? Like, let's say an ambulance or a chota goes by La Plaga. My grandma will call my tia and she'll tell her, ¿viste ese chota? And she's like, yeah. Y luego le dice, hold on, voy a llamar a mi otra tía, no? And they know that if the cop doesn't pass that tia's house, that whatever happened, they triangulate, no? Tan fierce. The Comadre Coalition, les digo yo.
Fierce.
I think they run the world secretly. They're like the Illuminati, like the Illuminorte, no?
Illuminorte.
Illuminorte, yeah.
So here we are, and he is funny. If you ever are privileged, so to speak, to attend one of his comedy routines, I think you'll enjoy it. My wife and I enjoyed it when we first saw him, and try to catch his act every time we can. And he also is a musician. My gosh, talk about talent. Talk about that.
Sometimes the music is the comedy.
I doubt it. You play very well. We've shown in the last clip or episode some of your playing, your beautiful instrument. My gosh, it is. Was that expensive? They're expensive, aren't they? They're so intricate.
Well, there was a time when I had my accordion with me, my car doubled in value.
Your car doubled in value. I don't get it.
The first car that I had, pues sí, I got it from my primo Chuch. No, I bought it for a pack of frajos and like 3 Bud Lights. And he got the better end of the deal, no. So whenever I had my accordion in it, pues valía doble de lo. That's how cheap the car was, no. It was a Honda LST. We called it the Lástima. Porque era una lástima when I drove that around. No. Pero yeah, the music career's been has been a lot of fun. This last version of it, the iteration, I guess, it's not even Big Word Sunday, but iteration is a word that I like to use every now and then. I don't really know what it means, pero suena suave, no. Yeah, this last version of the music is con trio CPR, and I get to have a lot of fun with my friends Ryan and Phil.
Yeah, they're great. I can hear, I can see them. Very ¿cómo se dice? Bueno, te están supporting muy padre con la música.
Lively. It's amazing the amount of booyah 3 guys can make. No?
Booyah, hardly booyah. That's beautiful sounds for sure.
I always enjoy también performing with mariachi. As a matter of fact, last weekend we were up in Pueblo, Colorado for the New Mex Music Fest, and I'm so grateful to have been invited by the Cordova family to this event. This is the 6th year that we've done it, and I've had the good fortune of being part of it every year that it's happened, and it's a great event donde pues se junta mucha gente donde quiera de Colorado, de Nuevo Mexico.
Oh yeah.
People came in from Arizona, from Utah, from Wyoming, and it was beautiful, and I was able to perform con mariachi.
Oh, sí.
And that's always a lot of fun too, and I was grateful that people enjoyed it, and the whole show was great. It involved some of New Mexico's greatest musicians in the band, the Blue Ventures, 45,
de Luis Sanchez. I'm trying to get him to see if he'd like to interview.
I'm sure he would.
Very interesting.
For sure, definitely, that would be a great interview, Nelson.
Yeah, he's been around and around and around. Mucho respeto le tenemos.
Great impact on New Mexico music.
Yeah.
They were well received in Pueblo. I know that they'd been trying to get the Blue Ventures to do this show for a bit, but they're very busy. They're very busy performing. And,
sure.
And finally this year, como dice el dicho, se nos rayó el sapo.
Se nos rayó el sapo.
And we got to.
So what does that mean exactly?
Well, you lucked out. Every now and then you luck out, no?
Se nos rayó el sapo.
Se te raya el sapo, dicen.
And sapo's a frog.
Sapo's a
toad. Se rayó.
Like when you were a kid and you're playing basketball and
you make the 3-pointer and you say sapo.
Ese sapos count, no?
That's right. Yeah, that's
Se
right.
me rayó el sapo.
That's funny. That's great. Sellos, ¿cómo se dice? Dichos
sí,
que
claro
tenemos.
que sí.
Yeah. Bueno, hold that thought there. The conversation, of course, is with Carlos Medina, comedian, singer, producer, writer, Meow Wolf. I don't know. We're gonna show that again. Have you seen it? It's the puppet. It's the puppet made into Carlos or vice versa. Those producers there, you are top shelf. That is so cool. So we're gonna play a little bit more of that in this episode too, as Carlos brings forth the lively characters that he has, including Mama or Tia Lola and quién sabe cuántos, tú sabes, Gabriel de la Plaga and all of that. Thank you, Carlos, for joining us, and we'll be right back. No se vayan.
Mexicana Tortilla Company. Yummy.
But it's only moonlight changing the tide.
Órale, what's up, crazy? What are you doing over
Paciente,
there?
what up?
Nothing, just here's
Pensa that I
no.
didn't llamar you back that
I
day,
know, bro.
no.
You didn't even llamar.
But the jefita went on a rampage
Oh,
on
yeah.
madre throughout the
Golpeando
house, no.
ingasuelos y lavando las
So I
paredes.
told her it's not even on spring yet, and you're over here doing all kinds of spring cleaning,
Tell her
no.
Santisquera that she should take a spring break in the winter, no.
Como que a spring break in the winter?
Oye, bro, how can your grandma be your tia? Because it's my grandma tia Lola, no? And that goes to Norte genetics, no? Because in La Plaga, where I grew up, everybody's related. So dating is cabrón, no? You gotta be, it's quite a, some fancy footwork, no, to date in La Plaga, in the Norte.
Vueltas y vueltas, el amor se acerca. Te arrebata el alma y como un flechazo te perfora el corazón. Vueltas y vueltas, el amor se aleja. Te arranca el alma y te quiebra el corazón.
Escúchenme bien todos mis amigos, les voy a contar mis penas hasta embriagarme. La mujer que quise me dejó por otro y yo desde entonces me he echado a la perdición. Si algún día la miran, no más no le digan que me pasó aquí los días ahogado en tequila. Díganle que vivo como rey del mundo, que su despedida para mí fue un gran favor.
Desorden in this mundo is perplexing me to better don't believe it, but you have to sometimes. I want to go swimming ahorita in my favorite jueguito in the rio. You know over there where the remolino goes like that. All soft, freaking swim. But I couldn't, because there's a bunch of girls in little teeny tiny bikinis showing all their tortas and their huachinango hanging out all sucio. I got there all happy with my rubber ducky dule que me dio la Cristina with a K from Tucam and my floating floater device to floating. And I couldn't go because they wouldn't leave.
Mom, about him being
Viejo
hungry,
note.
like,
How old was he?
probably 40. So then that coupled with I think it must have been a TikTok or a Snapchat filter or chapped snatch, the way I used to call it.
Yeah.
Filter. so that's the way the Llorón was born. And, just people love the character because he would cry for the craziest things. Quería carne seca pero juicy.
wanted beef jerky, but
He
juicy.
he wanted dry.
Well, I remember, Carlos, we went to Carlsbad Caverns, and we went into the city. And I was just a little boy, 10 years old, 11 years old, something like that. And we were going in front of a store, big glass window. And there, it was a music store. And there stood this guy, a harmonica. And I said, Dad, ¿qué quieres? I want the harmonica. And I used to, mess with one my tío had or something. Pero me gustaba mucho the music, the sound. So, no se puede. And I started, that reminds me of El Llorón. I started crying, you have all the, I don't want to do it, look ridiculous, but he had a bag of money. With him, change that he collected over the last year, so he used it for vacation. And so I said, you have a sack of money. What do you mean you don't want to give me? Llorón, no me quiere. So that did it. He turned around the store. Vamos, a ver. So he got in and bought me an old, beautiful harmonica. Our orchestra now for the podcast.
The Spanglish Show podcast band.
Yeah, that's right. Ahí estamos.
Who needs Doc Everett?
At any rate, that El Llorón, I commend you for that. I don't know if you've submitted any of that for some sort of award, including the puppet that you're involved in, and all the rest of the characters. You're very ingenious in that manner for sure, and you're to be commended, I think, because you bring a smile to a lot of people, and laughter rolling on the floor, if you will. Pero muy suave. El Llorón, congratulations on that, and all the rest of his puppets or imitations of us, más o menos.
Yeah.
The right flip side, the comedy side of our culture, no? See, because it's real for sure. Pero de todas maneras.
Escucha.
Las tripas.
Está comiendo las chiquitas, están comiendo las grandes.
I think we'd...
¿Sabes qué? I think I'm hungry.
Ara, boy.
¿Sabes qué se me antoja?
Dime.
La mexicana.
I love that, bro. La Mexicana restaurant. Vámonos. We're heading out to the Mexicana restaurant, our proud sponsor. Thank you, Margie and Marco.
Vamos, Margie.
Yeah, vámonos a comer. And thank you for your sponsorship. You ought to try it sometime, though. It's 4th and Cole, and it's called La Mexicana Tortilla Company. Small place, but boy, it's big in emotions and good food. And Ruth and the rest of the gang will help you get your food. And very well presented.
For sure.
Bueno, Margie, and all of the folks that follow us, stop by. Maybe you'll see Carlos over there. We're heading out there right now. And we'll be a frequent guy. Mira que cachuchita tan padre. Nice cowboy hat, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. Thank you all. And join us for episode 36 next time around. And maybe one of these days we'll get Carlos to come back and bring his mama. You saw that video that we played earlier? Is that sweet? But anyway, we haven't heard the last of Carlos Medina. Un amigo pero padre. Y siempre rezando por él. Always praying for his success. And you are part of that. Thank you very much on behalf of him and all the rest of his fans. Hasta la próxima.
The Spanglish Show with Nelson Martinez.
The Spanglish Show with Nelson Martinez, a dynamic new video podcast series highlighting successful and influential figures from Albuquerque. The show dives into topics such as success, music, politics, and art, offering engaging conversations with notable guests. Drawing on over 17 years of experience as a news anchor for KOAT TV Channel 7, Nelson brings a seasoned perspective to his hosting. Website: NelsonMartinezTV.com. Coffee cups available for only $20.